During times of uncertainty, it's comforting to know we have a healthcare system in our community that's been committed to supporting us for well over a century. In this current time, we are standing together, and our bond is stronger than ever. KDMC, caring for our community like no one else can.
All right, Coach, you want to start us off?
Yeah, anytime you can win on the road in this league, they're precious, especially against a well-coached team like Frank's team. And, I thought when we got up 18, our team really showed a lot of poise, moved the ball, really guarded. And then, boy, we had 3 timeouts left, didn't use them a couple times, had some trouble inbounding the ball. We've got to change some things, change some personnel, doing some different things late, but really proud of our team. It was great. Devontae has never come back to Columbia and won. And so it was the first time he had won, and that was something we had talked about. I know it's important to him, but proud of our team. I mean, just a road win. Like I said, it's hard to string 4 games together in this league.
Neil, go ahead.
Hey, Kermit, you kind of mentioned this just then. Earlier this season, you guys had trouble closing games out. Today, they made a little run at you, but you did close it out. You finished it off and got the win. What was the difference?
Well, we had the game in hand, Neil, and then just, a couple missed free throws, but just missed some assignments. And, man, I mean, we left Lawson a couple times, in the zone. We weren't going to help off him at all. And but yeah, I just think it's just winning, I mean, just, being able to win against Tennessee and Missouri and some of those games, I think has given us confidence down the stretch.
There was a play in the second half. KJ followed up. Devontae had a steal. Like 17 minutes or so left. And KJ kind of made a hustle play, got a rebound, dished it to Romello, who got the dunk. That was a play KJ wasn't making a couple of weeks ago. What has he meant to you guys as you started winning these games?
Yeah. I thought that was a play of the game too. And I'll tell our team that on Monday. We watched the tape. We always talk about run with the ball. And he ran right with the ball and made a great 50-50 ball. And then he had the awareness to throw it back to Mello, dunk, foul, really kind of swung the momentum. That's just what KJ Buffen is. And when he does all those little things, Neil, then he'll make a 3 like he did tonight, And so he's so important to us, playing the 3 and the 4. He's in a good place right now, and we're so happy for him and happy for our team.
Parrish, go ahead.
Kermit, would you have thought you guys would have scored 80 without Jarkel hitting a mid-range jumper?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. And I didn't think we'd have done it when Romello got in foul trouble, So we're finding some other ways to score. Parrish, I really hadn't even looked. I mean, obviously, Devontae, a great game. KJ 12, Romello 14. So you're right. And Jarkel had the same looks he's had. And he's been one of the very best free throw shooters in the SEC. It's just one of those nights. He had a little struggle. He'll get back on track on next week.
Hey, you mentioned personnel there and some things inbounding the ball, but just if you would, talk about South Carolina's pressure there at the end and what you guys did to eventually overcome that.
Yeah, I mean, we had some difficulties against Auburn, Parrish, inbounding the ball. And so we took Jarkel off the ball, put Devontae throwing it in, and then even put Austin throwing it in. Jarkel wasn't making great decisions throwing it in. And so, and it's good because he's a good free throw shooter. But I thought Frank's team really competed. They trapped us really hard. They ran and jumped, at half court. Devontae played great, but Devontae can tell you he made a couple of decisions there in the front court, that weren't like Devontae. And so we just got to do a better job of just taking care of it. And then we did in the last few minutes of the game.
Thanks.
Mitch, go ahead.
Coach, talk about the offensive efficiency the last 4 games. It seems like there has been something that has switched off with these teams, with your team that is absolutely playing outside of their minds. Coach, talk about the better looks that they're getting, the better offensive efficiency, everything that's going on the offensive side of the ball. Coach, just talk about that right now.
Yeah, 3 straight games in the 80s. And, Devontae's been a huge part of that. He's playing as good as any guard anywhere. even in this league and outside the league. And, so he's got to continue that pace. We just having different guys, whether it's been a Jarkel Joyner or KJ Buffen with 12. We're finding now a third and fourth score. It doesn't have to be 20. It can be 8, 10, 12. Everything matters. Then tonight, because they fouled us, we went to the line 44 times, made 34 of them. That's a big reason we scored tonight.
Joe, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. This is Joe Gorcho from WIS-TV in Columbia, South Carolina. You mentioned at the beginning here that Shuler had it on his mind that he wanted to come back home and not just put on a show, but win. What do you think it means to him, and how proud are you of him for tonight's performance? And can you speak about his development with the Rebels to get to the point of his career where he's stepping up and leading you guys?
Yeah, Joe, he's really matured a lot. And, obviously I got here in his sophomore year. And just from academically, he's going to be a graduate in May on time. His leadership skills in our locker room. He's not one of these real rah-rah guys, but he just leads. He's a great teammate. And it was on his mind. We lost an NCAA tournament game here too. Oklahoma beat us a couple of years ago. So he hadn't won in this building. And we talked about it, and that was important to him. And he did just what great senior guards do, kind of put us on his back and led us tonight.
Nick, go ahead.
Kermit, how do you handle the 7-day layoff now and just the timing of it on this 4-game winning streak? What do you kind of think of it?
Yeah, we just we'll obviously take off Sunday. We'll get together on Monday morning first thing and watch this tape. We always do. Lift weights. We'll keep that same schedule. And just the main thing is just emphasize, we talk about 7 or 8 things every day: hydration, diet, sleep, have great days academically, be receptive to coaching, be an unbelievable teammate, eat well, take care of your body, follow COVID protocol. We keep preaching that all the time. And I know it sounds simple, but you know what? It helps win. And so we'll just do it throughout the week and then get ready for Mississippi State on Saturday.
Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, I know there's still work to be done, but what can you attribute this quick turnaround to after some were questioning the program just a few weeks ago?
Oh, it's college basketball. I never thought we were that far off. And the people who really followed our team that really understood basketball knew we weren't that far off. Whether it's, and we can repeat it again, at Florida up 9, Wichita State up 7, Dayton up 9, second half. We win 2 of those 3 games. Nobody thought we had a problem. And so our team, the only time I ever get worried about a team is when I come to the gym and we're not attentive and not alert, and our practice effort's not very good. And that's never been a problem with this team. So they just stayed true to form, kept their head down, just stayed in the fight. Proud of them, and excited moving forward to of the last 4 or 5 games in this conference race.
Mitch, go ahead.
Coach, a lot of talk has been going on about the conference tournaments and here and there. What do you feel about that, and do you think we're going to be able to play the SEC tournament?
I sure do. It sure seems like everything's leading that way. The one thing I think Commissioner Sankey has always done, even he did it with college football and did it so gamely, he's going to wait and make the best possible decision at the time that he needs to make it. There's not going to be any hurried decisions and different things. So right now we're proceeding like we're for sure going to play the conference tournament in Nashville, and everything's moving forward to that. And, if something comes up with COVID and the SEC, we're just in great hands. You understand if that conference tournament isn't played, there's no way in the world it can be played, So the SEC has done a tremendous job of helping these student athletes get on the playing fields and courts.
Any other questions for Coach? Great. Thank you, Devontae Shuler.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you being with us.
All right, questions for Devontae.
Joe, go ahead.
Devontae, Joe Gorcho, WIS-TV in Columbia. For you, coming back home tonight and finally getting that win inside the CLA, it's been elusive for your career at Ole Miss. What does it mean to you to come back home and do what you did tonight?
It means a lot. Ever since I've been here at Ole Miss, I never got a win in Columbia. For the most part, I just locked in because I know this is going to be my last year here. This is my last game in Columbia. So I just locked in and, I just wanted to win for my team. And, I had a lot of family and friends here in the stands. So for the most part, I just try to, do what I can to keep them happy.
Neil, go ahead.
Hey, Devontae, 2 weeks ago, you guys were kind of in trouble in terms of NCAA stuff. Now you guys have a lot of momentum. You've got a winning record in the league. What's the confidence like in the locker room? What's kind of your outlook as you guys head towards the last 3 weeks or so of the season?
Right. I just try to be a leader and keep my guys not satisfied. We had a couple games in the season that we gave up early against Wichita State and then, just other teams. And I know I'm just happy for my guys that we just stayed in the fight and never gave up. My main goal now, just to get back to March Madness. I'm doing whatever I can to get back to March Madness. I can carry the team.
Along those lines, Jarkel wasn't making shots tonight. Romello got in some foul trouble. Did you kind of sense to yourself that, hey, I've got to score a little bit more tonight?
Right. Sometimes when Jarkel isn't hitting shots, I always tell myself, just go make a play. Sometimes we don't have the plays blown up. The other team knows I play, so I just go make a play or try to make somebody else better on my team.
Nick, go ahead.
Devontae, as recently as 2 weeks ago, Kermit was saying you guys needed to learn how to win in the 50s and 60s. Did you take that personally? Did you take that as a challenge to kind of bring the offense back?
Honestly, for my teammates, I feel like they kind of took that personal. I've been doing a great job scoring. I just wanted to find other ways to get my teammates to score so we can have higher score games. We know that we're gonna we're good on the defensive end. Our weaknesses we're scoring the ball and be able to hit shots, and I feel like we're starting to get a good rhythm for that.
Mitch, go ahead.
Devontae, talk about what you guys are doing differently in practice and in games to get guys better looks, including yourself. Your offense has really been clicking the last 3 to 4 games. What's been going on in practice that we're not seeing that's get this offensive unit clicking?
It starts with Kerm. He's big on being sharp and crispy with our offense. So that's what we execute a lot on going over offense and, trying to work on guys getting to their best spot, being able to score the ball. So that's what we work on in practice. Kerm's a great coach. He's going to push us every day, no matter if we're winning or losing. He's not going to let up on us. So that's where it really starts at, just getting our guys, more execution.
Joe, go ahead.
Devontae, if you could walk me through the evolution of your game at Ole Miss to a guy right now in his senior season that's playing with so much confidence and wants the ball in his hand when the game is on the line.
My first couple of years here at Ole Miss, I kind of took it as a vouch for TD and Brian, just to for them to get them advanced to the next level. I always knew that I was going to have an opportunity for this team to be mine and be able to make more shots. I just had to be patient and, just believe in myself at the end of the games. And when the ball's in my hand, I just got to have more confidence. So I just kept trying to practice and learn that, just being able to take over games now.
And
Tyler.
just to follow up real quick, just what did it mean to you after the game? I saw you going into the crowd, say hello to some family and friends. Just what did that moment mean to you to celebrate with the people you care most about?
It means a lot. They've been with me since I was at Oak Hill. All my family and friends, they know my story. They know what I've been through. They just been there for me. So just to see them in the stands, my sisters, my friends, it was just a great experience because I haven't seen them in so long. I've been away from home almost all my life since high school, my sophomore year. So it was just a great feeling to see them.
Tyler, go ahead.
Devontae, how are you going to use these next 6 days in order to stay sharp for the game on Saturday?
Really just to stay in the gym and get a lot of treatment, take care of my body, and isolate myself so I don't get COVID. It's a lot of teams out here now that are organizations are being on pause because of COVID restrictions. So that was just my main goal, just to have a clear mind and take care of my body.
Any other questions for Devontae? Great, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Devontae.
Thank you.
Thank you.